Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to MrPhoneDoctor.com. Today we're going to go over replacing a glass front screen on a Galaxy Note 9. As you can see here, the LED is fully functioning. What we're going to do is separate the glass and replace it with a brand new sheet of glass. Alright, so we're ready to begin. First things first, you do want to make sure that the device gets nice and warm before you remove the back glass. So in this case, the back glass is already pretty beat up, so I'm gonna rip it off forcefully and just get this sucker off. Alright, so we got the back door off, as you can see here. This is all removed. And then we like to clean the back while it's nice and warm. Just clean off any glue residue, so whenever you do put everything back on, it's nice and clean, ready for the new back glass to be applied. And that looks pretty clean right there. Alright, so we got that taken out. Let's go ahead and remove the back plate screws. And I like to just leave all the screws in place here, so whenever you're ready to put it back, you just snap everything back in. So we'll leave that there. We'll remove the bottom speaker right here. And I'm going to go in and remove the battery. Battery is pretty easy to get out. Just use a pry tool and a little bit of liquid on here, and it just lifts right up gently. There. You always want to be careful not to go in too deep, because all this here, this exposes the LED. Any kind of force impact on this, it'll kill your LED, and you're going to be SOL. So I'm going to go ahead and just clean this battery bay area, get this glue out for when I apply the new glue. So that's it, there we go. Now we're free to pry in. We're going to need to separate the LED from the frame, and to do that we just use a little blue shim that we have and insert here, and just work your way through and just easily break up the glue. Alright, good. So it looks like all the inner part of the glue is removed. Now we got to get something thinner and go in through on the edges. Alright, so I'm going to use this little clear transparent sheet that we have. Just going to go through here and just push through very gently, like so. There we go, and then we're going to go ahead and cut the frame tape that's holding it in, and we'll be able to pop out the LED or LCD, whatever you guys want to call it. I know these are actually OLEDs, but you know, customers refer to them as LCDs, so our terminology still hasn't changed. We still call them LCDs just to make it easier for everyone to understand. Good. So we went through and broke everything up. Now this one here does have some damage down near the bottom.
Anytime you have damage like this on the bottom, you need to pick all that glass out, because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to lift up and this glass is going to puncture through and you're going to damage the flex cable, and then you're going to lose the LCD. So you have to be really precise here and just pick very gently right here at the very bottom where this spider web is. So we cleared that. There's no other spider webs here. Looks good. So now we'll finish cutting the rest of the frame tape. So we're gonna have to go through here. Like so. There you have it. We have removed the mid-frame from the LED here. And while this is hot, you still want to give it a nice little cleaning. So I'm going to clean the back of it. I'm just going to put my initials right there, just so you know that when we go back to test it, we'll test this correct LED here. Here's the LED that I went ahead and separated. You can see here. There we go. It's working. So now we can go to the next step. We still got to remove the glass. So I want to get all these little frame tapes out of the way. You don't want anything blocking you while we're doing our cutting on here. So I'm going to remove these. So this is when the real skill comes in. You got to have steady hands and experience. Good. Good, good. So now the next step is, after separating wire cutting, is to clean the glue off the LED. Done.
Alright guys, let's go ahead and pick up where we left off. We have the LED cleaned off. We're going to go ahead and laminate the glass to the OCA, and then we're going to do the glass onto the LED. So let's go ahead and get this done right now. So check it out. So we're going to go ahead and do the OCA first onto the glass. So we want to be pretty precise on this. Make sure that we have this all lined up accordingly. Alright, good. So we have laminated the OC onto the glass. And we do want to inspect it, make sure everything aligns properly before we do the debubbling part. Everything looks good. There's a few little bubbles. I'm not sure if you guys can see these or not. Let me try to put this in the background there, but right here on the bottom left, there's a small little bubble. Not sure if you can see it, but it's kind of hard to notice with the camera, but what we do is either way, we're going to go and put inside this machine here 13 minutes, and this will help remove majority of those bubbles that we do see. Alright guys, so we had the glass in here debubbling. It's ready to go. Now it's time to put the LED onto the glass. Alright, so it has laminated onto the LED. So here you go. If you want to take a look at that, take a look. So you can see there's a few little bubbles, but we're going to actually get rid of all those here in a few. So we want to go ahead and test it. There you go. Alright, there you go. So, test is fully working. So last step is we're going to go ahead and get rid of these little bubbles, and to do that we just put it back inside the debubbler. So the screen has finished debubbling. You can see here, and you can see it's the same one that we started with. We'll take a look and notice all the little bubbles that it had earlier have disappeared. No longer there. So we're going to just go ahead and do another test on it, just so you guys can see that it is fully working. And we'll be wrapping up our video. Done. Alright guys, so that concludes our video. I hope you guys liked all the information that we shared with you guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and if you guys have any questions with screen replacements or any kind of repair replacements, reach out to us. We're on socially active on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all those good ones, and you can find us at Mr. Phone Doctor. Cheers.